going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Truck Driver Sean YouTube channel. So I have not done nothing with this yet. This is all just an experiment. There's the Fortin Sigil and the Dover DA-20. Identical amps other than just the color and certain scribbles. Same chassis. Everything kind of looks exactly the same. So let's just see exactly how different they sound. So I'm using a Fortin 2x12, which you can run 2 amps into this, one into each speaker. And I'm using the same exact chords all the way around. Nothing's different. Same power cords, same speaker cables, and same guitar cables. I actually opened up a box so I could play the same ones. All right, so the settings are exactly the same. The Sigil unplug that, plug in the Dover DA-20. Back to the Fortin. So yeah, they sound different. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring the gain up, because right now we have the gain on pretty low, like 50%. So let's go 75. The Fortin. All right. Unplug the Fortin into the DA-20. Screechingly similar, but a little off, just a little off. So let's go full gain, I guess. That's the Dover. Crank the gain on the Fortin. Alright, so there we see a distinct difference. Once you push the gain on the Fortin stays super tight, super gnarly and aggressive, whereas the Dover does not. Just make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah. So beats or anything either, by the way. So we have full gain, bass a little bit more, scoop the mids a little bit, a little in the treble, a little in the presence. All right. So let's see what the Dover does with a little. Again, with the Fortin. All right, so yeah, there's definitely a difference. They might look exactly the same, but they are voiced semi-different. I would go as far as to say the Fortin kind of more chimey and just dirty, just grimy. This is what you want from a Fortin. It's a metal machine. And the Dover's a little more rounded out. You probably could do a lot more with the Dover than you can the Fortin because it is rounded out. And of course, both of these will take you basically to the same place. I can make these both sound exactly alike. But when they're pushing the same exact settings, they are voiced differently. And I think, as much as I love my Fortin, I'll never get rid of that thing. Well, an evil pumpkin showed up at my house and I got to keep it, I'd probably get rid of it. But until that happens, we got to keep the Sigil. The Dover, I was thinking about getting rid of it just because it looked like it was the same damn thing, but really it's kind of a, in the lunchbox game, it's kind of a nice little take on kind of getting into the thing where the Sigil has been very, very, very popular. And it kind of gives you a little more, I wouldn't say depth, but you're definitely going to get more range out of it. The Fortin kind of, it is exactly what you want it to be. I have nothing bad to say about that Fortin. That Fortin kicks ass. And the Dover, when you put them side by side, it's a little more versatile. So, yeah. Gear used today, we have the Gorilla guitars, 6-string smoke, using a crap ton of curling cables. Everything is curling cable and they're exact too. Like I opened up packages and they're the exact same cable. So I'm not playing cable games like there's a high-end cable on one, a shit cable on there. No. They're the exact cables because I did that for a specific reason because the internet is just full of fucking troll-ass motherfuckers. And I have the same thing, same power cords, same speaker cables in the back. There's no fuckery going on. And really, neither one of these are bad amps. Neither one. They're both, if I put these to my taste, they both sound fucking phenomenal. Neither one of these is a bad amp. Now that I've seen them side by side, at first I was a little upset about the Dover. Like, I wasn't really feeling it. And I'm still not really feeling it as far as, like, if I didn't have the Fortin, I'd probably love it to death. But it's kind of in the same neck of the woods. And a much higher price point, too, by the way, I'll add. Like, the Fortin Sigil, you can get for $1,299 or $1,249 or whatever the hell it is. And everybody says, that's a lot of money for a lunchbox. But that's a fucking awesome lunchbox. It's kind of keeps your cold cuts cold all day long. And the Dover at $300 more, I don't think's giving you $300 more of anything. Like, really. I don't. I think the Dover's priced out of its range. Almost to the point of, I'm going to say, it's almost rude, you know, because you can get the Sigil, and they both kind of do the same thing. I mean, they're voiced a little differently, yes, but definitely not enough to to add $300 onto a price. I'm sorry, it's just not. And after further research, I will say these are built by Victory Amps, or the same company that builds Victory Amps. And someone said the Kraken also is in the same exact thing with the same exact knobs. I don't have a Kraken to stick on here, else I would have. Well, there's no way to really do it fairly 3. I do 2 because of the way the Fortin speaker cab works. Can't do 3 though. But I guess I could take one of these out and then put the Kraken in there. But really, at the end of the day, no matter which one of these you grab, you're not going to lose. They're both phenomenal. I don't know if I'll end up selling the Dover or not, but we'll see. You know, it's kind of, always wanted a Dover, but I'm just not super excited about it. And of course, yes, I'm a huge fan of Fortin, so that I might be a little biased. But I'm allowed to be, all right? I'm allowed to be whatever the fuck I want to be. If I want to be a squirrel, I want to be a fucking squirrel. You know what I'm saying? Squirrel, man. All right. So yeah, there's not that much difference. There is a difference, but it's not super significant. All right. And I'm using a pile something for a mic. Someone's like, what mic do you use? There's a pile. Ask Lewis Torres what the fuck it is. He's the one that sent me a link and I just bought it and asked questions. All right. Thank you for checking in. Subscribe to my channel if you'd be so kind. Be good to one another. Bring yourself. All right? Bring yourself to keep music evil. And bring children to the metal. Or bring metal to the children. Either one. Same job gets accomplished. All right. Thanks again. Thank you so much for this silly little video. It really does show that there's not that much of a difference. All right. Very cool. Y'all be good. I will catch you in another video. Yeah. Not that many more before I take my little break. Yeah. All right. Very cool. Ciao.